Well, here's a quick look at the emini S&P for Monday, February the 14th, 2011. Well, going into today, we had an area, we're of course still intraday long, and this is the big up move that we had on Friday. This is what occurred overnight, Sunday evening, heading into Monday's RTH session. And here's Monday's RTH session. So we were suggesting that in around the 25, 26 area, the market could find some support. Um, in essence, it did. It did dip just slightly below it in both sessions, not by much, and then come back up. And in the regular trading hours, actually went up and made a new high, even basis the overnight high here. So um, the up auction continues, although today was the market might be in a transition here to down. There is a possibility of that. Um, this is a kind of day where there was really no follow through higher, and it really couldn't sell off, and it just kind of consolidated, which which in most circumstances I would suggest is just a pause in the up movement, and that well could be the case here today. But the kind of market that we had here today, when it had that really good opportunity to continue higher today, after rejecting the lower prices, it didn't really have any follow through, and then it's come back down. So it appears to me that in around this 26, 25, 26 area that I've got in yellow right here could very well be a turning point. If the market can hold below there, then we're probably looking at coming down to test around 1320. And then of course we've got 1320 area, 19 to 21 really. So let me just mark that on here. Around the 19 to 21 as possible support, then probably again down around the 14. So this is what I think we're really looking at for support. And then in around here, if it can get below that 25, I think it stands a much better chance of heading on down here to test in around the 20 area. Um, so we also use the market profiles here from the regular trading hours, which is what you see with a white background in our analysis. And here's our trades for today. We only had three indicated, well, a fourth if you consider the very last one, but you can see this blue up arrow and this blue up arrow. So our entry on this one was right here. Our entry on this one was right here. We did also have a couple of red down arrows, which are short positions right here. This one was definitely this was definitely too late for us to go ahead and take this trade. It was after the cash closing. And this one we didn't want to take because we're intraday up, and we're not really against any substantial barrier. And we're in intraday and interday up. So just even if we did have a barrier there, it was really just one out of three. So even though this trade was triggered right here, like it just went sideways, came off a little bit, so that was in essence a break even anyway. But this is a really nice long trade. We're able to hold this one all the way up here. Didn't actually exit until here when the short trade was triggered. And this trade worked out nicely too, as you can see. Long here just moved against us 2 ticks. It moved up to our first target. Our stop was placed here 3 ticks below our entry. Came back down in here to our entry price and then had a nice move up in order to reach our second objective. And we're also able to take a point on that third objective. So as it turned out, being able to get long here and holding this one, um, the exit on the final partial on that one was a nice 2 3/4 points. So you add that on to our first objectives on these other trades, and we ended up with a nice 5 3/4 points on the first trade, and a nice 4 points on the second trade. So it turned out to be a pretty nice day. 975, almost 10 points there for the day. And uh, I don't, as you know, I don't usually make a note of these, but the one thing I did want, and the reason why I'm making a note of it here today, is that when you take a look at today's low at 2450 and the day's high at 3125, that's approximately a 7 point range, 1 tick shy of it. So a 7 point range in the day. It didn't really move very much, and we were still able to have two really nice trades out of it, and able to take out 9.75 points basis our four contracts. So our system obviously is it is sensitive, and it will identify these trades within the context of the auction process intraday, and give us some really good trade entry locations. As you can see in this first trade, I just the market never did move against us, but three ticks, I believe. Here was the entry here. Yeah, so it moved 3 ticks against us, and you can see this entry here only moved 2 ticks against us. So, these are tend to be very very strong entry prices. So anyway, that'll be it for today. Thanks for joining us. Any questions or comments, just get a hold of us at info@emini daytrader, and enjoy your Valentine's Day, and we'll see you again tomorrow.